Hey everyone, my name is Bailey Wilson, and the purpose of my speech today is to inform my audience of the tasks that must be completed as a responsible restaurant manager. Never in a million years would I imagine myself as a restaurant manager at the age of 19 while being a full-time college student. The idea of my job is to please the customers that purchase the merchandise that the corporation sells. Not only is it hard to work in a place of business while dealing with the public, extra weight is placed on your shoulders when dealing with the public and the food that they're eating. In 2016, I began to work at my local Pizza Hut in Luverne, Alabama as a cook. I made the pizzas, prepared the dough for the next business days, and now, 2 years later, I currently sit as a manager within the corporation and have a lot more responsibilities than just cooking pizzas. The Pizza Hut Corporation has taught me everything I need to know about how to run a shift. Their teachings have prepared me to deal with basically any problem that may occur during a normal day inside a Pizza Hut. I will begin it by informing you of some of the daily tasks that must be completed. One of the main tasks that must be completed during my shift is paperwork. I have so many sheets of paperwork that must be filled out correctly. The paperwork that must be completed is used to inform basically inspectors that may be coming in to inspect our restaurants at any given moment, or just things to keep our data in place and up to date and where we can find it if ever need be. I have 5 different sets of paperwork to complete daily. I have a critical count, the void report, a discount report, food safety data sheet, and a credit card report. The critical count is basically like inventory. You count everything within the store and you record it on a sheet of paper, and once you complete the paper, you put the information recorded into the computer system. The food safety data sheet is actually, it's right here. It keeps basically the history of all our temperatures, expiration dates. We record all of that paper on this piece of paper and keep it for storage just in case somebody tries to say that our food wasn't cooked properly or anything like that. The void and discount and credit card reports are all ran at the end of the day. These reports keep track of our customer information for the present day that it was took. If you really think the paperwork is timely, then you have no idea the amount of time and dedication put into my job. Being in charge of a business hours at a time takes a lot of time and dedication. While in charge, I think of it like each one of these lives within the store is in my hands, and that can tend to put a lot of pressure on me. As a manager, I am required to work a minimum of about 50 hours a week, and I have spent many early mornings as well as late nights within Pizza Hut, putting up the truck or having to do inventory or coming in, fixing something that somebody else may have messed up. One of the main responsibilities is to be able to keep my employees and customers safe in emergency situations. I have read this pamphlet from the front to the back to sideways. It has helped me in so many different ways by learning the responsibilities I have as a manager, and it's basically just a pamphlet that informs all of us, as well as myself as the manager, of any emergency procedures that may happen: a robbery, a customer injury, earthquake, hurricane, workplace violence, just anything you can think of. It gives you a list of emergency phone numbers, and it's very helpful when needing something like that. And probably one of the hardest things to manage is customer-employee relations. Living in a small town, everyone knows everyone, and many people tend to want to have their food for free. So staying on my employees about the relations they have with the customers takes a lot of time out of my shift when I'm running, the lunch shift or the dinner shift, whichever one it may be. While these seem like a lot of responsibilities, knowing how to manage your time can be very helpful in a situation like this. Before I started managing a restaurant, I didn't do anything on time like I was supposed to, and now I've had to learn. It will go a lot more smoother if you manage your time. Um, while, while overall, these tasks must be completed throughout the day. They keep me on track and really keep our restaurants running smoothly. And after reviewing all the paperwork that has to be completed and dedication needed to do my job correctly, and seeing just how complicated it might be sometimes, I still really enjoy what I do and working as a restaurant manager. So, even though I did not expect to work as a restaurant manager as a young adult while still in school and trying to have a social life, I have definitely enjoyed the learning experience.